Good morning. Welcome to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. I'm Brent Apperson.
I'm Jeremy Scheib. Good morning.
Nice to have all of you along. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. It is a Monday, and breaking news this morning. I just want everyone to know that today I've decided to retire.
Really?
I'm stepping away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but don't worry. In a week or a couple of weeks from now, I'll change my mind. I'll be back. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I get the reference now.
Yeah. Tom Brady's back. A short-lived retirement.
Mm-hmm. That's what they say. Sometimes you got to step away to realize you don't want to be away.
Yeah. So, staying with the Bucs, though, right?
That's
coming back to play for Tampa Bay.
That's what I'm hearing.
All right. Not to be outdone, we expect Aaron Rodgers to announce his retirement and then unretire so that he can take the front headlines again. All right. I know Jeremy appreciated that. Maybe no one else got it, but anyway. Do hope you all had a wonderful weekend. My goodness, there were a lot of things that happened over the weekend. Want to begin by giving a shout out to the Pro-Commode Chamber of Commerce. Had the opportunity to attend the Chamber's annual banquet on Saturday evening, a wonderful evening recognizing individuals and businesses for their accomplishments and also their years of service to the area. So we congratulate them on a wonderful banquet and a great evening of recognition. I had a list of some of the winners, and I forgot it at home, so I'm not even going to try to go there off memory. But it was a great night, and we congratulate the Chamber on putting together a good evening. Basketball-wise, sports-wise, the winter sports season is officially over, I guess, as the Nebraska State Basketball Championships came to its conclusion over the weekend. So we'll transition now into spring sports and start focusing on things like track and boys golf. And I think that this week, if I'm not mistaken, I think you have the state speech championships. Am I right on that?
Yes.
In Kearney? Okay. So a lot of things happening there. And the weather was beautiful. Yesterday was just outstanding. So hopefully you're able to get out and take advantage of it. I happen to look to my right, and we always like to keep you folks up to date with what's happening here at our studios. We have our phone system, and, of course, you have different buttons and stuff that you can click and, like, go directly to somebody's desk. And did you put these together? Are these brand new?
Yes. I got tired of having to think back 3 desk changes as to who I'm actually ringing.
I think Bob was still showing up on some of the phones.
Bob was still on my phone where I sit, and so now it's all updated.
Wow, it's fancy. It's very nice.
It was a pain in my rear.
I was going to say, was it difficult to get them like in the phone?
No, not so much that. It's just kind of when you print on, so they're perforated so that you can tear them out once you send them through the printer. They kept going through the printer and perforating themselves in there, so they kept jamming inside the printer. So I'd have to open the printer up and get the pieces of paper out and start over. And also, I couldn't find where the program was so that I could just type in and have it line up automatically. So I had to take a piece of paper and scan it in to Photoshop and then type on it by hand and hope that it lined up. And it kind of did, but not the best. But
Well,
it works.
It looks great. I just want you to know. And how long did this take you?
Probably the last hour of the day on Friday.
Just an hour?
Yeah,
well, that's
probably.
not so bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Okay. Now, have you tested all of these? Do they go to the right desk?
I left them the same as what they were on there. So I'm hoping that now Shannon's was the least updated. Hers didn't even have her own name under the, like some of us have whited out names and updated the names and stuff like that when people have changed desks or we've had new employees and things like that. Shannon has done no such thing. She had changed none of hers, so I kind of had to use my brain a little bit more on that one.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you doing this because when you would look at the phone, one example was Gavin took over the spot and desk that Jeff used to have.
Mm-hmm.
And so Jeff's name would still be there. Well, Jeff still works here. So I'm like, oh, I need to contact Jeff. Well, you hit Jeff, then you got Gavin.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're like, I need to talk to Gavin. I'm like, I don't see Gavin. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah, no problem.
Maybe we'll, if we have time, we have a lot of guests coming in this morning. We look forward to that. But if we have time, maybe we'll go around the staff and just see if the name matches up with the phone.
There you go.
We'll check
Sounds
that
good.
out for you.
Okay.
That work? Let's see. There was something else on my mind. Oh, the Nebraska women's basketball team, going back to sports, I guess, has made it into the NCAA women's basketball tournament. If you missed that, they are the number 8 seed, and they will be matched up with Gonzaga in the opening round. I think they play on Friday. I don't know if the time has been announced yet as to when they're going to play, but they'll play them, and then if they advance out, most likely they will play the top seed, Louisville. I thought Nebraska might be a little higher than an 8 seed.
A lot of the country did.
Yeah.
They kind of got a tough draw, and being in that 8-9 is always a tough position because if you come out of that, then bam, there you are playing the 1 seed. It's a tough position to be in the bracket, and the Creighton men are also sitting in an 8-9 matchup too.
Yes, yeah, Creighton, and I think the Creighton women made the tournament as well as a 10 seed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, kind of excitement there in regards to college basketball. And we can tell you that I believe the plan is to broadcast all of the Nebraska women's tournament games on KBBN 95.3 FM. So we'll start that on Friday when they take on Gonzaga in the women's basketball tournament. Anything on your mind? Dave likes to start shows like that. He'll turn to me and say, anything on your mind that you want to share?
Well, it's Pie Day.
It's Pie Day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, your favorite pie is?
No, 3.14.
What? Oh, okay.
It's March 14th. It's
Well-
pi, 3.141519, and that's as many numerals of pi as I know.
Okay. Well, that made me sound stupid, didn't it, right off the bat? But your favorite pie is?
Pumpkin pie.
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
Love pumpkin pie.
yeah. Good old-fashioned cherry for me.
Ugh.
So, what do you mean, ugh?
It's goopy.
Okay. Well, you're really on top of these days. You were on top of 311 Day, the group 311 from Nebraska.
Yep.
We played their music on March 11th, and now Pi Day.
Pi Day,
Right on top
3.14.
of it. 314. Wow. Boy. It's good to work with someone so sharp.
I try.
Man. Let's see. You want to do school lunch menus? I think there's a handful of schools that aren't having school today, but we'll take a look at the menus nonetheless.
Okay.
Speaking of no school, Loop City showing no school for Monday, March 14th.
St. Hills Stunning beef burritos today with nacho chips and cheese sauce.
Arcadia showing no school for March 14th.
March 14th in Ansley, no school there as well.
No school at Broken Bow today.
They are having school at Anselmo Myrna Public Schools, it looks like, at least according to their lunch menu. And today they're having traditional beefy lasagna with garlic breadstick, mini corn dogs, and taco salad with tortilla chips.
SEM is showing a late start on their schedule today, but showing French dip for lunch at SEM.
At Arnold today, hot dog on a bun.
All right.
And in Callaway, they're having sloppy joes for lunch.
Sounds good. You want to play the game?
Sure.
All right. What do you got?
Let's see. Any normal thing that you give away on Mondays, or do you just kind of...
Sometimes I give away a pizza.
Okay. For a personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut. March, of course, makes us think of St. Patrick's Day and, therefore, Ireland. So our questions are testing your knowledge of the Emerald Isle. So if you know the answer to this, dial 872-2801. Here is your question. Who was the Dublin-born author responsible for the 1897 publication of the Gothic novel Dracula? Was it A, Lady Gregory, B, Emily Dickinson, C, Bram Stoker, or D, George Warburton? We're looking for the author responsible for the 1897 publication of Dracula. Lady Gregory, Emily Dickinson, Bram Stoker, or George Warburton. 872-2801. That's a doozy to start the week.
Yeah, I actually know that.
Do you?
Yeah. So give us a call if you know. As Jeremy said, 872-2801.
The Callaway Good Life Center offers a facility with the comforts of home. Services include skilled nursing care, long-term care, respite care, and more. Callaway Good Life Center is a great place to work, offering competitive wages. Call 836-2267 for more information. Alfalfa producers, choose Arrow Seed for your alfalfa needs. Arrow Seed offers 20 quality alfalfa varieties. The staff at Arrow Seed will assist you in choosing the one best suited to your acres and end use. Take a look at L455HD for an exceptionally high-yielding, highly digestible, very persistent variety. Lower lignin than other leading competitors means more digestibility and less wasted feed. Learn more about this and other alfalfa varieties by contacting your local Arrowseed dealer or visiting arrowseed.com today.
Gearheads and speedsters, listen up. KCNI, KBBN Radio is sending one winner to a supercar track experience. You'll get behind the wheel of a real supercar and drive laps with no speed limit holding you back. Of course, a brief classroom session with pro instruction is first, but then the track is yours. Your choice of a Lamborghini, Porsche, Ferrari, or Mustang awaits, but you have to enter to win first. Registration starts March 21st for the Extreme Experience giveaway from KCNI and KBBN Radio.
All right, didn't receive a phone call on that one. Jeremy Shipe, the answer is?
Bram Stoker.
All right, yeah. The first author of Dracula. So there you go. Thanks for waking up with us. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
It's the best start to my day.
I tell you what amazing timing our next guest has. Wow, walks in right as the song is fading out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Breakfast Show studio, Mr. Steve Fowler. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Yeah, I had to listen to that epic drum,
Oh, yeah.
as short as it is,
Dun-dun,
drum,
dun-dun.
solo in the middle of that song.
Were you playing the air drums?
Well, if I was, since I was driving, not
probably
quite.
not the wisest thing to do.
10
Good
and
job.
2.
Yeah.
10 and 2.
Well done, Steve.
In my mind, I saw myself
Did
doing
you?
it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, question for you guys. How long does it take you to get over the frustration of the time change? Are you mature human beings and you just go, you know what, it's just an hour, it's not a big deal? Or are you like me where you kind of gripe about it for at least a week?
You won't hear me griping because I walked outside and was able to enjoy a beautiful time outside on the porch until about 7:45 in sunlight yesterday.
Nice.
That was nice. I don't like waking up in the pit in the dark. We were kind of getting past that, and now all of a sudden it's just dark again when I
That's all
wake
right.
up.
It doesn't really affect me too much.
Okay.
The spring forward is a little more painful than obviously the fall back,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
it takes
I like
about
it
a
not
day.
being dark when I walk out of work.
Yeah.
So really what you're saying is the only one who's not mature here
Is you.
today is me.
Well, in this room
Okay.
anyway.
In this room.
Hey, I think we said hi to each other the other night at the
Yeah.
Chamber Banquet, but I didn't have an opportunity to visit with you. Hope you enjoyed the evening. I thought it was a great evening, recognizing
yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, always nice to see the anniversaries. I know the GK has had that in the past, and I think we're rolling up on 40 years for next year. So I suppose we'll be there for that next year. And Stephanie won the customer service award, so proud of her. Give her a high five. That a girl, or whatever you want to do when you're in the store when you see her, because well deserved. She's been doing that a long time, and not that a lot of the other associates aren't well deserved
Right.
in that area as well at the GK, but in that instance, that's her moment. So,
All right.
yeah, and a lot of other great recognition, and the comedy was good too.
I laughed. Yes, there were
Yeah.
plenty of moments that had me laughing quite hard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a good evening.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
I just want you to know that I thank you for the points that we're able to earn through the
Yeah.
grocery cart. Went to the gas pump and got a real nice break
good.
on my gas purchase the other day, and boy, was that enjoyable.
Even more important now that the gas prices are up. So definitely use that to your advantage, and we'll talk about ways you can earn points here in a bit. So,
All right, what's for sale?
yeah, well, it's St. Patty's Day coming up here this week. So this Thursday, the 17th. So if you're into the corned beef and cabbage or whatever thing you do for that day, definitely get it at the GK. We've got the Reuben Classic. I guess that's the brand name. I like that. Reuben Classic corned beef. Brisket flats or points, $5.38 a pound. So definitely that's the way to start that corned beef and cabbage. The right way is to pick up some of that at the GK Meat Department. Other items we have for the rest of the week on ad: fresh ground daily, 93% diet lean ground beef, $4.98 a pound. Of course, pay a little more, but you pay for less fat as well. So when you cook it off, you won't have as much fat to drain off, and that's just a benefit for sure. Center cut boneless pork chops, $2.48 a pound. Pork sausage, of course, this is Grocery Cart's own homemade pork sausage, $2.98 a pound. Rump roast. These are the premium aged choice certified Angus beef rump roast, $5.78 a pound. So a lot of great choices from the fresh side of things. We also have some other great frozen and lunch meat specials every week as well. On top of that Lenten ad, which there's some great grocery items currently going on, and a lot of great fish items going on in that ad as well. That'll be ongoing through April, so definitely look for that. On top of that, we have the meat reward, VIP meat rewards. So all the meat purchases you accumulate this week, again, will accumulate to major bonus points. So little added bonus to purchase meat, the stuff you want on your table for your family, albeit it might be a smidge pricier than it has been in the past. So a great way to add some value would be adding those points to it. So on top of the 5 points per dollar spent, you can enjoy these VIP meat rewards as well. So definitely check that out. The stipulations for each week are written on the flyer, or if you have a question, you can definitely ask an associate or myself if you see me in there. Also, Best Buy chicken hindquarters. That's a 10-pound bag, but it's only $5.98 for a 10-pound bag, so that's a great price. So definitely look in the frozen bunker for those. Best Buy chicken hindquarters, definitely a great deal. If you can fit them in your freezer, portion them out and use them as you need them. Great economical choice right there. Daily stack pack sliced bacon, we have that for 1.5 pound package, $9.98 each, and much, much more in the meat department this week. We have dairy deals, of course. In the dairy, we've got shed spread, country crock margarine in a container. It's a 45-ounce container, $3.98 each. Best Choice butter, 1 pound packages, 3 for $10. Best Choice sour cream, 16 ounces, $1.45. We have bricks of cream cheese by Best Choice, 5 for $6, and bricks of Best Choice chunk cheese, 8 ounces, $1.75. So get all that and more at the GK Dairy Department. Frozen food department at the GK, Hot Pockets. What are you going to pick? Hot Pockets or Lean Pockets, if that's your thing. You can get those 5 for $10 at the frozen department this week. Always economical is frozen vegetables, especially when they're on ad. Pick sweet frozen vegetables, 22 to 28 ounce big bags of frozen vegetables, 2 for $5. Among many other great deals in all of these departments that I'm not mentioning. Plus, you can search the store for the orange tag savings. Those orange tags are hung every week. Some of them come down because they expire, but we keep them up to date. All the great deals that we get, we extend to our customers, and we work hard to keep all those orange tags current and hung for you guys to pick through as you're shopping the GK aisles. So, grocery savings this week. Talk about some pop and some chips. Pepsi products, 6-pack, half liters, 3 for $10. Frito-Lay Cheetos or Fritos, 2 for $7. Frito-Lay Doritos, 2 for $6. Sara Lee wheat or honey wheat bread, 20 ounces, $2.98. Once you pop, you can't stop. Pringles chips, 3 for $5. Is it true? Once you pop, you can't stop?
It's true with me,
It's been a while
kind of.
since I've eaten one chip and stopped. Although once you go to all the work of getting the bag out or the stack, if you eat one chip, then you put it away. Then you've just basically wasted more time than.
Chips don't last long at the Apperson household.
No.
Maybe we can stretch them to the next day after we open it, but usually they're gone in the evening.
Yeah, I think that's true for all households. All right, so to go with that corned beef and cabbage meal, you got to get that cabbage, 48 cents a pound again this week. Best Choice red potatoes, 5-pound bag, 2 for $6. 2-pound whole carrots, $1.28 each. Fuji apples, 98 cents a pound. Iceberg head lettuce, $1.48 each. Fancy yams, 88 cents a pound. Fresh asparagus, $1.78 a pound. So a lot of great items to choose from that fresh produce department. Continuing on in the store-wide grocery savings, Purina dog chow, 20-pound bag, $13.98. Purina cat chow, 15-pound bag, $15.18. We also have some other great pantry fillers. General Mills cereals, select varieties, $3.48 each. Best Choice rice in a box, 14 ounces, 2 for $3. And Rice-A-Roni or Pasta-Roni, 98 cents each. Skipping over to that fresh deli department at the GK, definitely your stop for meal solutions. You can go to the grab-and-go case and pick out a bunch of different items from wraps, sandwiches, smokehouse items, a ton of grab-and-go items, including bakery items as well down there in the doors in aisle 11. the Isle of Sin is what I call it, because that's where all the sweets and the ice cream and fried
Can we
chicken.
get that officially labeled? We need one of those
Are you
going to
hang a sign right there
Maybe.
that says that?
And sushi is back.
Oh, good.
So
All right.
cross our fingers. We hope this gentleman works out. Richard is his name. He seems like a fine young man. So introduce yourself to him as you walk by if you see him there. And we really appreciate them working hard to get that staffed, family fresh sushi that is. And it's exciting. So
Good.
we sold quite a bit of sushi, it looked like yesterday. I was off, but I was like, oh, wow, nice to see those sales back. And I'm sure customers are excited to see it back as well.
Mm-hmm.
So a nice compliment to the deli, of course, there. But deli ad this week, always can count on that Kretschmar meat and cheese. Kretschmar Swiss or baby Swiss cheese, $6.48 a pound. And then a Hormel meat this week, because they are the ones that bring us the corned beef. Hormel corned beef, $9.48 a pound. So definitely get those sliced to order. Always great cold sides as well, so look through those. Great addition to any meal, Chester's meal that you might pick up, or packs of chicken. And then we have our daily specials, of course. Monday, we have Chester's number 3 tender meal. Tuesday, Chester's number 4 2-piece chicken meal. We have Wings Day on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, a nice St. Patty's Day meal, we'll have Reuben sandwiches. So definitely been a while since we've had those. So definitely if... Here's the thing. We hate disappointing our customers. That's a fact. And, if you're really wanting a Reuben sandwich, it would be great to call ahead, because that's the best way a deli knows how much to make. Otherwise, they just kind of grab a number out of the sky, make them, and then if they sell out, they kind of sell out. So definitely get that call in to reserve your Reuben sandwich orders for Thursday for sure. And then Friday, of course, fish and shrimp for this time of year. So definitely enjoy all those great meals courtesy of the GK Deli. Say hi to Tawny, the new deli manager in training. As well as the rest of the team back there. They've always, a lot of that team stood by us, and we appreciate them, and Tawny was willing to accept that position, so we're excited to give her that chance, and a super friendly individual, and we can't wait to see where the deli goes from here. So enjoy all those great deals on that Isle of Sin. Let's see, well, I guess there's a whole section of sin as well. Wine and spirits section is open 7 days a week with different hours on Sunday, but that opens at noon on Sunday, but it's open all day long the rest of the week. So definitely go back there for your favorites from Nebraska, local favorites here in town, and then maybe, a new favorite. So definitely browse this selection, and there is quite a selection back there. Rewards, bonus items, yet another way to earn some massive points for those gas discounts we talked about at the front of this section here. We've definitely are in need of some gas savings, or maybe some free items if that's the way you lean. We've got a nice list of free items that you can use your points towards at the GK as well. But the rewards bonus items this week, we have Zatarain smoked sausage in the meat department, lunch meat section, $3.98, earned 400 points, and there's no limit. So any of these items that really suits your fancy, you can definitely load up on, and especially like these Totino's party pizzas, 3 for $4, earn 130 points each. So maybe you buy a whole case from Eddie back there, and boom, you've got well over 1,000 points. Jenny Lee Chunky Cinnamon Breads. These are a bakery item, 2 for $7, earn 350 points. Fresh made deli meat and cheese wraps, $4.99. You can get that out of the grab-and-go case. Plus, you get 500 points each on those bad boys this week. So that's a great maybe lunch item, plus you earn some extra points. Hellman's Mayonnaise, 30-ounce jar, $4.98, earn 500 points. Crystal Farm Shredded Cheese in the 32-ounce package, $7.98, earn 800 points. Appio Veggie Tray from the produce department. These are pre-made veggie trays, $6.98. Great price, plus you earn 700 points. And then Best Choice Flour for all the bakers out there, 5-pound bag, $1.88, earn 200 points. plenty of Easter candy in aisle 1 and seasonal items like as it gets warmer, there's sidewalk chalk, bubbles, some other great deals down aisle 1. So that'll be our seasonal aisle for a long, long, long time. I don't anticipate changing that again. It used to be up front, and we moved it back into that aisle 1. And so that's where you can find all those great seasonal deals. Easter's going to, come rolling around, and then we'll have summer candy and all that out a little later this year, and then all of a sudden it'll be Halloween. But we won't try to speed things along too fast. So enjoy this week. I guess wear your green on Thursday if that's your thing. I don't know if anyone's got the Irish blood in them. I've got a little from my mom's side. Her maiden name's Kilpatrick, so definitely a little Irish in my blood. So
before we let you go, just a couple of quick questions. All right, you mentioned fancy yams. What makes a yam fancy?
Well, they trim off all the roots and all the dirt. Gets washed off, I suppose. I don't know. I don't really know.
I don't know. I just thought I'd ask. I'm like, a fancy yam. I wonder what makes them fancy. And then you mentioned Hot Pockets. Mm-hmm. I'd like to just warn everybody out there, when you eat a Hot Pocket, this happened to me. This was years ago. Okay, I learned my lesson after one time.
I think I feel what's coming.
Yeah, you probably do. Be very careful the way you eat a Hot Pocket. Mm-hmm. Okay, because years ago, I had to get on the road and travel somewhere, so I threw a Hot Pocket in quick, grabbed it, hop in the car, going down the road, bite into the Hot Pocket, and it comes right out the other end.
Oh, that's a rookie move.
Yeah. Well, boy, you're not kidding. And all over, and I'm wearing a white shirt.
Oh.
All over my white shirt, and of course it's hot, so it's like burning my belly. So just be careful.
Was there anyone in the car with you?
No, just me. Oh. Thank goodness.
The other thing, you can burn the roof of your mouth, whether it's pizza or Hot Pockets.
Oh, yeah, I got to be careful with that.
So I thought that's where you were going, but then I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, just took a nice bite, and it just, it just came right out the other end and just went right down my white shirt. It was pepperoni, too. I even remember the kind.
That'll ruin your day.
It ruined mine.
Philly cheesesteak Hot Pockets.
Yeah, that's
those sound good.
That's what it's at.
Those right are the go-to for me.
Yes. All right. Steve, anything else before we let you go?
No, I don't believe so. I hope everyone has a great week. Careful of the wind. It's picked up out there.
Yeah.
When I walked in.
It sounds angry.
My beard about blew off.
Oh, my.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, that would be shocking. If you walked in here without a beard.
We'd probably go, who is that person?
You've always had facial hair.
Just not a beard usually. Yeah. It's usually a goatee. But
now, so is you mind if we ask, is this just kind of a temporary thing, or are we going to stay with the beard?
I don't know. Maybe I should have a vote, like a poll.
Oh, there you go.
Because
I vote for dyeing it green for St. Patrick's Day. I think it would bring so much joy to my world to walk into the grocery cart on Thursday and see Steve with a green beard.
Right.
You can you can encourage people to write on the back of their receipt.
Because I'm not
beard or no beard.
I'm not sure whether to go full on sea captain or shave it back down to a goatee. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Torn.
Yeah. Sometimes those can be the most difficult decisions in life.
Really tough.
Just pick up the razor in the morning and it'll speak to you. Just follow
the razor.
Yeah, follow what the razor is telling you.
What should we do today, Razor? Razor, show me, Razor. What should we do?
It says shave, and then I turned it on, and the battery was dead. So what is that?
There you go.
That's a sign.
That's karma.
That's a sign.
Or not karma. That's not the word I wanted. Destiny.
Destiny. Yeah. 'Tis your destiny.
There you go. Steve, thanks.
Thank you, guys.
All right, we'll see you next week. Steve Fowler from the Grocery Cart joining us on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky in his latest message defying his country's invaders. More talks today between Ukraine and Russia. More refugees, too. Dr. David Calloway has seen some harrowing things in his time with Team Rubicon. But
this crisis is unfolding at such a scale and with such speed and with apparent disregard for humanitarian actors and hospitals and civilian populations.
Moscow has pulled the plug on yet another social media platform. CBS's Naomi Ruckham has that.
Instagram has gone dark in Russia. The country shut down the social media platform at midnight. The move comes after parent company Meta announced it would allow temporary posts calling for violence against Russian invaders.
Russia had already banned Facebook, and there are reports doctors treating Russian wounded in neighboring Belarus have been forbidden to admit that, apparently to keep the true scale of casualties from ordinary Russians. CBS News special report. I'm Vicki Barker.
Here is a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. Nebraska inched closer Friday to allowing gun owners to carry concealed firearms without a permit, background check, or special training, as more than 20 other conservative states have already done. Lawmakers gave the measure initial approval on a 35-9 vote after overcoming a filibuster from opponents who echoed law enforcement agencies' public safety concerns. 2 more votes are required before it goes to Governor Pete Ricketts. The vote came one day after Alabama became the 22nd state to pass such a law. At least 3 other states have measures pending. Nebraska already allows legal gun owners to carry their weapons in the open in most public places. Senator Tom Brewer of Gordon said the bill acknowledges the constitutional right of legal gun owners who want to carry their weapon without displaying it. Supporters refer to the measure as a constitutional carry, in reference to the Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms. Opponents objected to portions of the bill that would abolish mandatory safety training and background checks. Law enforcement agencies, including Lincoln Police, have said the permits help combat crime and enhance public safety, and Omaha Police have voiced concerns despite being officially neutral. Some lawmakers also objected to a proposal compromise that would increase penalties for people committing crimes while carrying a hidden gun. Debate in the legislature turned heated and bitterly personal as well. Brewer rallied against, quote, an orchestrated attempt to kill this bill by those who are anti-Second Amendment and warned that the filibuster would come back to haunt state lawmakers who are running for other offices. Another lawmaker, Senator Patty Pansing Brooks of Lincoln, said the argument could easily be flipped. She said, quote, I can just as easily say that if you vote to stop the filibuster, you don't support Nebraska law enforcement. Pansing Brooks also chastised fellow lawmakers for their infighting and said the senators overseeing the debate should have stopped it. Senator Steve Lathrop, who served from 2007 to 2015, then returned in 2019, said the legislature has become nastier with more personal squabbles and choreographed debates. Lathrop of Omaha said he decided not to run again this year because, quote, everything is decided before it gets to the floor, and lawmakers routinely lie to each other. He said the legislature's culture has become less respectful, a reflection of term limits and polarization nationally.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
News from the NFL, where 7-time Super Bowl champion quarterback Tom Brady is unretired and will return to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for next season. The 44-year-old future Hall of Famer said on Twitter, quote, these past 2 months, I've realized my place is still on the field and not in the stands. That time will come, but it's not now. I love my teammates. I love my supportive family. They make it all possible. I'm coming back for my 23rd season in Tampa. Unfinished business, LFG. Brady led the NFL in touchdown passes and passing yards last season. He originally announced his retirement on February 1st. College basketball, the field of 68 is set for the NCAA men's basketball tournament with Gonzaga, the #1 overall seed. Arizona, Kansas, and defending champ Baylor are the other top seeds. In NBA action, the Nets beat the Knicks 110-107. Kevin Durant 53 points in the win for Brooklyn. Mavericks over the Celtics in Boston 95-92. Overtime for the Sixers to get by the Magic 116-114. Hawks down the Pacers 131-128. Trae Young 47 points for Atlanta. Suns beat the Lakers 140-111.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, a slight chance for a spotty shower or sprinkle ending early on, otherwise becoming partly sunny into the afternoon as highs reach the lower 50s. Winds breezy out of the north and northwest, increasing to 20 to 35. Then for tonight, mostly clear, lows in the mid-20s. For your Tuesday, abundant sunshine, breezy conditions with a high reaching 67 degrees. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situations change? Hi, I'm Janet Lawhorn.
And I'm Tim McCaslin.
Your local Edward Jones financial advisors. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you.
We'll create a personalized financial strategy backed by our advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track, no matter what happens. Contact us today at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
13 minutes past the hour, back on the Get Up and Go breakfast show. It's getting colder out. When Jeff arrived here at 5 o'clock this morning, the temperature was showing 47. It's currently 34 and cloudy with winds out of the north. Airport was reporting north winds at 30 miles an hour at 8 o'clock. Barometer 29.92 and the humidity 79%. High yesterday in Broken Bow hit 67 with the low dropping to 34. Sunset for this evening, 7:43, and the sunrise tomorrow, 7:51. So far for the month of March, 28/100ths of an inch in precipitation recorded here at our KCNI KBBN studios.
So it's colder right now than it was all night long?
Really?
Well, according to this weather chart, yeah, Jeff has 47 written down at 5, and then
I would imagine 30, it wasn't too much colder than that
34
before.
now.
Wow.
So
what's it supposed to hit today?
Well, I thought that it was to be in the 40s, but maybe that came at 5 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
That may have been your high for the day. I don't know. But anyway, be careful out there with the gusty winds and everything, and we'll keep you up to date on the weather situation as it develops. Deb McCaslin, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good to have you in, representing the Broken Bow Rotary.
Pleased to be here. I'm the second string.
I don't know
Our president
about that.
had a baby last week, so she's a little busy right now this morning.
Sure. Well, congratulations to her and the entire family. I'm sure that it's very exciting.
Oh, we're just thrilled. He's absolutely adorable, but I'm the grandma.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, here we are, Deb, already in the month of March. And things just keep rolling right along. And I know that the Rotary always has things that are happening and will be happening in the soon future.
Oh, we do. And first, if you guys don't mind, I'd like to take just a moment and shout out to Michelle Nelson. Yeah. She is our incoming president and was named Broken Bow Citizen of the Year on Saturday night. And that is so hugely deserved. She's one of these quiet, behind-the-scenes person. Just gets wonderful things done out at the fairgrounds and is a huge asset to our club. She'll kind of go, have you guys thought about? And then, I can do that. She's just that kind of person, and I couldn't have been absolutely more thrilled. I almost cried when they announced her name. As a matter of fact, she did, and I thought, don't you dare cry, Michelle. I'll cry too.
Well, I think there was a nice round of applause for her because many who were there know exactly what you're talking about and what she does, kind of behind the scenes, and so that's great.
I just couldn't have been more thrilled. And when I looked at the candidates list, every single person listed was deserving, and that's what's really, really cool. So I was just very proud of her.
Well, that's what's nice about living in this area. I think we have a lot of citizens of the year that live right around here because it's a team. You just feel like it's a team effort when you live in a community like this. At least I do.
Absolutely. And Stuart Fox just says it just rolls off his tongue, that what sets our area apart is we really don't care who gets credit.
Yeah.
It just, something needs done, if a family needs help, whatever it is, we just somehow manage to pull it together. And I know that Rotary is always honored and tickled to partner with some of the other nonprofits on some projects that by ourselves we could get it done. I'm not saying we couldn't, but it's so much easier when you have these partnerships that work together.
And I'm sure that people you have partnered with are saying the same thing about the Rotary.
Oh, I hope so.
And that is, and that is, hey, we reached out to the Rotary, and they came along and helped us. We probably could have got it done without them, but it was so wonderful to have their help. So it goes both ways, I know.
It made it just a little bit easier. It was kind of funny. The last couple of weeks I've done what you call a Rotary 101, and we've invited some of the new people in the community. And if I've missed you, please give me a call. It was just an oversight on my part to talk a little bit about some of the accomplishments of the club over the last 2 years. We just are celebrating our 10th anniversary. It's hard to believe that we've only been on the ground for 10 years. But celebrating some of the things we've done over the last 2 years. And over the last 2 years, our volunteers from Broken Bow Area Rotary have donated over 2,100 hours of volunteer time.
Wow.
And I think that's a significant number.
Yeah, definitely.
And not one single one of these hours did we ever have to beg for. It's like, okay, we're going to do this. Who's available? And who can get behind this project? And if you're not available and you're a club member, that's okay. Because guess what? There'll be another project around the corner that maybe you will be available for. So I'm just awfully proud of that. Coming up June 17th, gentlemen, please put it on your calendars right away.
Okay.
It's our golf tournament.
Oh, good.
That you guys have played it every year.
Oh, yeah, we have. Gavin and I love playing in this thing.
And this
when is it? June 17th?
June 17th. Right. I do not know. I do not have a response back from him yet. And I shouldn't even be saying this on the air, but I'm going to anyway.
Okay.
This tournament is a combination of our Rotary Club and teammates. It's a fundraiser for teammates. And Des Moines Adams was in town just not too long ago, and we were talking about that, and he goes, give me the date. I'll come play golf.
Oh, that'd be great.
So wouldn't that be fun if he came out for that?
Yeah. Now, I've not met him, but my kids, I think he came for an assembly and spoke when they were in high school, and I've talked to others who have listened to him speak. He is a tremendous, inspirational, motivational speaker, and loves our youth. Really does.
I told him, I said, you know what? There's this dead time between the time that we're waiting for the last couple of players to come in, and when they get in, to getting all the scores tallied, because we have so many different prizes that we get out, longest putt, shortest putt. I don't know. We have a master behind planning that. Casey Johnson plans our golf tournament every year. And
she knows a little bit about golf.
She knows so much about golf. But she plans just such a fun tourney that we said, there's this dead time. And he goes, do you think I could have the floor? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No problem there. So we'll see. I'll let you know once I hear back. And I expect to hear back pretty soon on that.
Good.
So that's coming right around the corner. And then we're also in the process. We're even we've got a time next month visiting with Arrow Seed that we're going to do a pollinator's garden out at the fairgrounds. This is one of Michelle Nelson's projects as she becomes president. Our president gets to choose a couple of projects in there and go down the line for what they would like to do. Earlier this year, we had a gentleman from the National Park Service come in and speak about pollinators and the importance of pollinators. And he was going, you guys should just plant a pollinator garden. And after he left, we were going, well, he was on Zoom, so after he logged off, we were going, yeah, we should plant a pollinator garden. So we're going to do that.
Good.
And we're partnering with the 4-H to do that, which is really good because we need younger bones out there doing some of that work.
Well, those are two great organizations to come together, I would say, would be 4-H and Rotary. So
that's not the first time we've partnered a couple, earlier this year we partnered with them for another project. It's that partnership thing again.
Yeah, there you go. It's kind of the theme, isn't it, Deb? Yeah.
And I would like to, with you guys' permission, talk for just a minute about Ukraine.
Sure.
And what Rotary is doing.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
We have Rotary clubs in Ukraine, but also in all of the neighboring countries. Poland, Moldova, I can't name them all. If I had a map, it would help, or if I'd have written them down, it would help. But in each of the neighboring countries. And what we have done is, this is something I just learned at, I was in a conference just this last weekend in Denver, it brought in 7 states. But we had the incoming president of Rotary International there from Scotland. Mm-hmm. And he's on this committee, so he really gave us an update to what's going on. And they have a disaster release fund that they are releasing some of these funds for these countries and for the clubs. So each of these clubs can apply for disaster relief funds in order to help the refugees as they cross the border. Mm-hmm. And so Rotary's, as a matter of fact, we were watching the news the other night on CNN, and I was going, Norm, look! And there is the Rotary tent, offering food and water. And so those funds have been released. It was just something like when the floods hit Nebraska, here locally we applied for some of those funds to help with food relief. And in Kearney, they were able to purchase a trailer that produced thousands and thousands of meals during that period of time when Kearney flooded out. So, and by that way, the trailer's now in Kentucky.
Oh, yeah.
Following the tornadoes there. But I just thought it was very interesting. And Rotary International has asked each Rotary family in those countries to each one house one. So each family has been asked to house a family for this period of time. So that's kind of what's going on there. It's honestly not taking a political stance, it's taking a humanitarian stance.
Well said, yeah. I know we've talked about, Rotary, obviously the phrase service above self always comes up, but
I'm proud of you for remembering that.
Thank you. I still have that coin that you gave me that says it right there. So, but also when I look at Rotary, and I think you just kind of described it, and that is, we see a need. How can we help? And I mean, Rotary's a big part of that too. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
It really is, and we're just so proud of being able to work hand in hand with teammates, which we do, and in the different organizations here. Just a lot going on. And I also view it as perspectives. This is back from an old media thing, where if you go to cover something, you always wanted to have a minimum of 2, 3 were better perspectives. So you had 2 different views, because if you look at something just from one side, you don't always get the full picture. But if you can have several perspectives, you can get a better, broader picture. So we're working pretty hard right now to bring different perspectives into our club. And for me, it's an age perspective, because I'm the old fogey. I need that younger perspective. I know a couple of years ago when we went after the flag project at the fairgrounds, to me it was, oh my gosh, we so need a welcoming beacon into this community. We need a flag, and we don't need a 10-foot flagpole. We need a 90-foot flagpole, or however tall it is. I can't remember. But we need that beacon. And somebody else in the club might say, but have you seen the soccer shoes those kids are wearing? Have you seen this? And if you can have those different perspectives, then you can do a better job of addressing the needs of a community if you can have multiple perspectives on the ground.
Yeah. Good. Still meeting regularly?
Well, kind of.
Okay.
We meet the first and third Wednesdays at the library at noon, and that's when we try to bring in, and we've really I say try, but it's not a chore. We bring in, I think, great speakers. I love those meetings because I always walk out having learned something new I didn't know before. Even like Stephanie from the Chamber a couple of weeks ago and was our speaker. I learned stuff about the history of the Chamber I never knew. She talked about when it was started and who the club that preceded it and who the founding fathers of that club was. And one of them was my grandfather. I'm going, really? I didn't know that. And so, you always learn something new. So those first and third, we either have a speaker in, and COVID forced us to look outside of the box. So we met by Zoom every week, and we brought in speakers from all over the world. We had the embassy in Ethiopia came on board one week. We had, Zimbabwe. We had, all over the U.S., just different people who, hey, can you meet for an hour? And I don't think I called anyone that told me no.
Yeah.
By Zoom? Yeah, I can do that. So first and third Wednesdays, noon at the library. Everyone's invited. We have, there's no secrets to what we do. The second Wednesday of the month, we meet at 7 a.m. at Prairie Grounds, and that's the meeting where we get stuff done.
There you go.
That's our planning meeting, and some of our business people, that works out very well for them, where the noon meeting doesn't work out as well.
Mm-hmm.
Our fourth, we tend to meet after hours someplace, and it's more of a social, or we do a business tour or a visit. And if there's a fifth Wednesday, it's definitely time for a party.
There you go.
Of some sort. Because the cool thing about Rotary is we're also very good friends.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of great friendships have been started through Rotary.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. My best friend's a member of Rotary, and I'm married to him.
Oh, well, there you go. Yes. Good example.
Absolutely.
Deb, anything else you wanted to mention here before we run out of time this morning?
I think that's it. You can go ahead and put June 17th on your calendar for our golf tournament.
Okay.
It is a fundraiser for teammates. We're just thrilled that the golf course partners with us on that. And we're tickled to bring people in from out of town. A shout out to Michelle. Mm-hmm. And invite you to give us a call. brokenbowrotary@gmail.com, or we're on Facebook. Call the radio station here. They know how to get a hold of us. And you'll probably see Jess back in action next month.
Well, good.
And thank you guys also for all you do. You have some wonderful plaques out on the wall for being Business of the Year, and Dave for being Person of the Year, and things like that from the chambers. So just a shout out for all that you guys do.
Well, thank you very much. We love doing it, and we love the area, love promoting it. So thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
All right, Deb McCaslin representing Broken Bow Area Rotary, our guest on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
If you are looking for the latest techniques, look no further. Team Physical Therapy has skilled therapists that are able to offer you not only manual therapy, expert exercise programs to treat your neck, back, shoulder, and knee pain, but also dry needling. Call 872-5111. Our highly trained staff are here to get you moving again and enjoy life. Call 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
When you're having pain, you want it gone fast. Varney Healthmart has what you need to push it aside. Healthmart Pain Relief Caplets, 100 count, $7.99. Pain Relief 100 count tablets, also $7.99. For the kids, Liquid Pain and Fever Reducer is $5.99. Proud to be your locally owned Healthmart pharmacy. Varney Healthmart in downtown Broken Bow. Healthmart, taking the time to listen and care.
Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency is proud to say we are in Nebraska by Nebraskans for Nebraskans. We are owned by Nebraskans and we serve Nebraskans. Our agents understand the risks that we face in Nebraska. Whether it's your home, auto, business, crop, farm, or ranch, we can help you insure your property because we know the types of risk you face every day. If you want to work with an agent that understands your risk, give us a call or stop by our office in Broken Bow or Callaway. Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. Look for the big red sign.
Oil investments involve a high degree of risk and actual results may vary. Oil keeps going up as the Russia conflict escalates. Get in on the next major oil boom now and help the U.S. with your patriotic investment that can potentially pay you monthly income for up to 20 or more years. That's the sound of a producing oil well and the sound of a smart investment. If you're an SEC accredited investor, you can take advantage of Encore Energy's projects. The U.S. government needs your investment in oil and is allowing you to write off nearly 100% of your investment in the first year. Goldman Sachs is projecting oil to go up to $100 a barrel. Call 800-278-7455. Call now and learn how to deduct 100% of your investment and create create 20 or more years of potential monthly income. Call 800-278-7455. You'll be calling directly to the home office of Encore Energy. That's 800-278-7455.
8:33 on this Monday morning. Good to have you with us on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. And we welcome another guest into the studio. Joyce from Runzer is here.
Good morning.
Great
it's
to
fun
see-
to be back.
It's great to see
I
you.
haven't had my turn here for a while.
No. How are things going? Every time I drive by or get in line myself, you guys are busy, like always.
It's been busy. Yep. It's wild, but by golly, we have a lot of great help, and that's what gets us through there.
Did you survive Temperature Tuesday?
We did,
Good.
yes. We had quite a few warm ones until the end there. So,
Yeah.
or no, I shouldn't say warm, but not real cold. But
Yeah, I guess the last Temperature Tuesday would have been free, right?
It was, yeah.
That's what yeah.
And funny story, that was going to be, that was 2/22/22. So they had a grand plan that it was going to be 2 cents that day, no matter the temperature.
Yeah.
And so they had that all worked out, and then it ended up being
colder than
that. So
we got to save 2 cents.
2 more cents
Wow.
savings. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, you just can't plan for that.
No, you can't.
So we're into the Reuben Runzer right now for the month of March.
Oh, good.
Had that last year, and it's just going very, very well. We start with an original Runzer, then we add, the corned beef, the sauerkraut, the Swiss cheese, and the Thousand Island, and it's big, very, very good.
Yeah.
So selling a lot of those, but just a reminder that those will only be here through the month of March, so just a couple weeks left on that.
Okay.
On that special product, but people do really like it. Of course, we have our fish sandwich back. The North Atlantic cod comes with cheese, tartar, lettuce, and we can tweak that however you would like. If there's something there you don't like, or you want to add something, or
I had one the other day.
yes,
Yeah, they're delicious.
they're
and boy, filling.
very large.
I love it when you get the sandwich and the fish is. You have to nibble around the bun. You know what I'm saying? You have to nibble around the bun first because the fish is
and
the
our
fish fillet
wrappers
is so big.
will barely cover that.
Yeah.
Which is great. So yeah, so fish will be here through kind of towards the end of April after Easter. Then we will be done with the fish there. So both of those kind of fun to have something new and different on the menu.
Yeah.
That being said, as we get to the end of March, we'll be finishing up on, of course, our chili and our soups, our cinnamon rolls. That all comes to an end the end of March. So if you're a huge fan of the chili cheese pigs, which we have pigs in a blanket on Wednesdays, but we have a lot of followers that like the chili on top of those. You only have a couple more weeks for those chili pigs, but we will have pigs year-round, just not with the chili.
Okay.
Or if you like the chili fries, again, those will be coming to an end the end of March. So,
okay.
Yep, kind of looking towards the spring menu. Hard to believe. But did want to mention that we have added, of course, clam chowder for Fridays, since we are into the Lenten season. So we will have broccoli cheese on Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday is broccoli cheese. And now, since we have the clam chowder on Sundays, or excuse me, gosh, I have myself mixed up. We'll have broccoli cheese on Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. And that clam chowder will slide in there on Fridays instead of broccoli cheese. And then Wisconsin cheese on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah. Lots going on. Of course, we're still looking for help.
Okay. I was going to ask you about that.
Yep.
What is the easiest way? Is it online or to just stop in and visit with you?
You can do whatever's
Joyce,
easier for you. We have paper applications if you want to stop and pick one of those up. If not, you can go to runza.com/jobs and find us there. We're very, very flexible. If you're somebody that maybe we have an employee that has a child in preschool, so that employee actually comes once she drops her child off at preschool and then leaves around 11 o'clock to go back and pick her up from preschool. So she's with us for 2 or 3 hours on the mornings of preschool. And we can work the schedule around that. So if you're in that situation where you don't want to get a babysitter, and you want to do it just during the time you have somebody in school or somebody in preschool or whatever the case may be, come talk to us because we can probably work something out. And, I think Palmer's kind of joked about it, but actually, if there's somebody that would want to work through the night or come in early and do a few hours before they head off to another job, there's a lot of prep work that could be done during that time. So we do have a lot of flexibility as far as the things we can work around.
With the job opportunities, are there specific areas that a person can work in, Joyce, or with Runza, is it you come in and you just kind of learn everything and then you put them where you need them?
I guess part of it depends on your availability. Obviously, if like this gal, she's hardly there when we're open, so she has to be doing prep type things.
Sure.
Because we don't have customers in the door at that time. But other people, it kind of, different personalities are suited for different things. I always say I worked in the kitchen one day, the first week we opened, and I said, don't ever put me back there again. I felt like a caged up animal. I need to be where the people are and the customers are. That's where my heart is. But then, of course, we have people in the kitchen that wouldn't ever want to be out front.
Sure.
So, it's nice to have people that are cross-trained, and we have quite a few that can jump back and forth, which is really nice. But we all probably have where we are better suited for, and so we try to work with that too. Yeah. Because we'll have people that maybe started up front, and it just really didn't work for them, and then we put them in the kitchen and they just blossom.
Yeah.
And vice versa. They're back there and they're just not happy, and then bring them up front, and it's like, oh, this is where they needed to be. So, yeah. And we kind of have, when they apply, they like online, they do like an online assessment, and that kind of gives you a little bit of hint as to maybe where they are best positioned. Not always, but sometimes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, did want to mention we've talked very much about the flexible scheduling. And, of course, we have very competitive pay and free and discounted meals, but we have a profit-sharing plan that most places don't offer. And, based on profitability by the quarter, the employees all get a check based on the number of hours they've worked, and they share in that profitability.
Nice.
So they're just recently now all getting checks for the last quarter, which is really nice for them. It's kind of like a little bonus check.
Yeah.
And they've been glad to see it with the way inflation has kind of hit.
Oh boy, yeah.
So
it has.
It's great to have some extra gas money or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Good.
You bet.
Anything else going on? Now, you mentioned chili will be ending, did you say at the end of March?
Yes,
okay.
end of March. Yep.
Is that all soups?
That's all soups.
That's all
Yep.
soups will be
Yep.
ending in
chili
March.
and all soups will be ending, and we'll roll into more of a spring menu. Don't forget our salads. We sell a lot of salads, and I've noticed, this is kind of the time of year people start thinking about getting a little more fit as you start thinking about summer and swimsuits and shorts and that kind of stuff. And we're selling, I noticed more side salads and more of the larger salads. So we have all kinds of salad options and, a lot of different dressings and salsa and so forth if you're trying to lighten things up a little bit. So a lot of options there.
What's the one? Is it the
Southwest?
Southwest chicken?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right
oh
there.
my
Southwest
goodness.
chicken salad.
Yeah, that's the number one seller.
You
Yep.
don't have to worry about it filling you up either.
Yeah, it's
So
big.
One of those things, salads, people worry about them filling you up. It's a big salad.
It is, yeah.
And it's hard to mix up in the
because
sometimes
it's so full.
I get home, I have to transfer it to a plate, mix it up on there, more room.
And just so you know, Joyce, the containers that you put them in work extremely well to put leftovers in and to use at the house. So we appreciate that too.
It's always fun to hear. I think Runza could do something with that because it's fun to. So many people take their salad containers home and they'll tell me when they're carrying them out what they use them for, and it's just amazing. Oh yeah, we just go through them at home for all kinds of things. They're great, like you said, for leftovers or.
I've got them in my garage.
Yeah.
I keep nails in them in
yes,
my
I was
garage.
going to say they're great. And I've had people say they keep them for craft items, like people that do a lot of crafting or sewing. And of course, it works great. If you want to send food home with your adult kids, it works great for that because you don't have to worry about ever getting them back.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, so a lot of uses. But just remember, we have that Reuben here through the end of March, fish sandwich through almost the end of April. Soups will be ending here the end of March. And a lot of good things happening.
All right.
Looking down the future, be listening. We're going to have a Feed the Need fundraiser that we do every year with Runza. So more information to come, but that will be coming in April. We'll be raising money for a local food need. And then also we will be having a hiring day coming up. So
good.
Lots going on.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for coming in. Great to see you.
Yes, you too.
So
yeah, fun to be back out here.
All right. Joyce Richardson from Runza joining us on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Ansley Lumber and Supply is locally owned and operated and proud to be your full-service lumber yard. From premium lumber and top-quality building materials to paint, tools, and ag supplies. When you drop by Ansley Lumber, their crew is prepared to help you with your project. From the materials for building a house to the accessories and pieces needed to make it a home. Ansley Lumber and Supply, Main Street, Ansley, or call 308-935-1815.
Stay up to date on your bank accounts no matter where your schedule takes you. Sign up for mobile or online banking with Bruning Bank to keep track of your accounts anywhere, anytime. At home, the gym, grocery store, day or night. Deposit checks, transfer between accounts, view transactions, and check balances. Set up bill pay so you never forget to pay a bill ever again. Ready to simplify your life? Download the app or visit bruningbank.com. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Happy St. Patrick's Day week from Square One Boutique inside Chapin's Furniture on the Square in Broken Bow. They're celebrating the Irish holiday with an extra 17% markdown on winter items in the boutique. That's right, an extra 17% off already amazing winter markdowns. Wear these styles right now with remaining cold weather, or save them for the next year. Square One Boutique inside Chapin's on the south side of the Square, Broken Bow.
Lucky, lucky, lucky me, I'm a lucky son of a gun.
In the morning, you are awakened by the twitter of a little bird.
No, it's Dave and Brent.
I knew there was a reason I got out of bed this morning.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
childhood infant toddler teacher in Broken Bow. It's a full-time position with a starting wage between $15 and $16.50 per hour, depending on your qualifications. Some benefits include, but are not limited to, health, dental, life, and vision insurance, a flexible 4-day working schedule, 11 paid holidays, plus a paid birthday day off, employer-matched retirement up to 3%. They would like for you to have a CDA certificate. They prefer AA or BA in early childhood, a valid Nebraska driver's license and working phone, previous experience working with infants between 0 and 3 years of age and their families. General duties include primary care and lesson planning for infants and toddlers, and conducting parent meetings and completing various reports. Contact Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership at 308-745-0780 extension 0, or apply online at centralnebraskacap.com. That is for an early childhood infant toddler teacher.
All right. I want to talk a little bit about our good friend Velma at Circle V Stitch and Post. I was at state basketball last week, of course, and when I was getting ready to call the Broken Bow game, I had my black and red shirt on, and it had the KBBN logo embroidered on it, had my name on the other side, and someone came up to me and said, "I really like your shirt." Well, I got it from Circle V Stitch and Post.
Yep, Velma does a great job. She's right on the edge of Broken Bow, and she's ready to help you out with your personalizations that you need help with. Wedding season, spring, I would imagine there's going to be a lot of weddings this upcoming spring. People that maybe have been holding off because of COVID and they want to have a bigger wedding and see all their friends and family. Baby showers are always being planned too. She can help you find the best personalized gifts available, and she's right here. Like we said, onesies, Afghans, blankets, towel sets, and more for the new couple or the new baby, all personalized by Velma. She also carries top quality letter jackets. If you're wanting a letter jacket for someone who's in high school and wants to show off their accomplishments. And graduation is going to be here. If there's something that Velma can help you personalize for a nice and memorable gift, give her a call and see how she can help. 872-6173, quality custom embroidery from Circle V Stitching Post, right in Broken Bow.
All right. Before we take a break, we'll give you a rundown of 2 more job opportunities. Custer County Judicial Branch, Custer Electric and Irrigation, looking for some help. And by the way, as we go through these, always remember when we announce the job openings, these are posted for you as well. So if you miss some of the information, you can check it out in full by going to sandhillsexpress.com and just clicking on the employment page.
Yep, good place to go, and all of that information is available there, so you don't have to scramble for that pen or pencil to write it down. If you enjoy working with your hands, working outdoors, and being part of a team that sees jobs through, Custer Electric and Irrigation is hiring right now. The ideal candidate will have experience in some of the following: irrigation, electrical, welding, fabrication, and mechanic and diesel knowledge, or they have a CDL. Experience is preferred but not necessary. They will train the right candidate. Pay will be based upon work ethic and experience. This is a full-time position with paid time off. Go and be a part of a team at Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference. Call Lance today at 880-1507. And like we said, sandhillsexpress.com has that job listing information too. And the Custer County District Court Office is looking to fill an office administrative position. The qualified candidate must have basic computer skills, a clean record, and high-quality customer service skills. This is a full-time position, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., with health benefits, vacation and sick leave, a retirement package, and competitive wage. Send your resume to District Court, attention Amy Oxford, 604 Heritage Drive, Broken Bow, Nebraska, 68822. You can call 872-2121 and talk to Amy with any questions you may have as well. That is the Custer County District Court Office looking to fill an office administrative position.
All right, thanks, Jeremy. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Whether you're training for a marathon or spending all day on your feet, foot pain and poor gait mechanics can really drag you down. Pearson Physical Therapy is offering free stride and foot pain assessments on Saturday, March 19th from 8 a.m. to noon.
See their full range of custom foot orthotics casted right there in the clinic, and see how proper gait mechanics can help reduce your pain, improve your movement, balance, and so much more. That's the Pearson Physical Therapy Foot Pain and Stride Clinic, Saturday, March 19th from 8 a.m. to noon. Call 872-5800 to reserve your free 30-minute assessment with Pearson Physical Therapy.
It's midnight. Banking time. Really? Well, yeah. I just got back from watching my son play the sport he loves 2.5 hours away. My family's asleep, and I have a little bit of quiet. Need to look at and sign our loan renewal? Done. Need to deposit a check? On it. Need to transfer some money to my daughter in college? Taken care of. Nebraska State Bank has the ability to make sure I can do my banking when it fits my schedule. So yeah, midnight is banking time. My banking time.
Nebraska State Bank, Broken Bow, Callaway, Myrna. Member FDIC.
For those 62 years of age and for those that are handicapped or disabled regardless of their age, the Grand Generation Manor in Callaway has affordable housing available. An equal housing opportunity provider and employer. They're located at 200 South Grand Avenue in Callaway. The Grand Generation Manor.
We're having so much fun at Bow Bootery right now. Want to know why? We're starting to get out some amazing spring styles to put on our shelves. Spring will be here in no time, the season of color and fun. Stop in and see us in the fun spring styles at Bow Bootery.
The UN's death toll of 600, a likely underestimate. CBS News special report on Vicki Barker.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monty Bolaños.
In NFL news, Tom Brady isn't the only one back in Tampa. The Bucs have re-signed center Ryan Jensen to a 3-year, $39 million contract. According to different sources, the New York Giants could be open to trading Saquon Barkley for a 3rd or 4th round draft pick. According to ESPN, though, the Patriots have re-signed quarterback Brian Hoyer to a 2-year contract and will continue to be backup for Mac Jones. Devontae Adams refuses to play under the Packers franchise tag in 2022, and the two remain far apart on a long-term deal. The Arizona Cardinals have restructured guard Justin Pugh's contract to remain with the team. Late last night in the NBA, the Lakers lost their 10th straight road game against the Suns, 140-111. Devin Booker led the Suns with 30 points, 10 assists, and 4 steals, but LeBron James became the only player in NBA history with 30,000 points, 10,000 assists, and 10,000 rebounds.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, a slight chance for a spotty shower or sprinkle ending early on, otherwise becoming partly sunny into the afternoon as highs reach the lower 50s. Winds breezy out of the north and northwest, increasing to 20 to 35. Then for tonight, mostly clear, lows in the mid-20s. For your Tuesday, abundant sunshine, breezy conditions with a high reaching 67 degrees. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation is proud to be your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer, and they're celebrating their 5-year anniversary all month long. Their business birthday was on March 13th, 2017, and 5 years have absolutely flown by. To celebrate with you, they are offering 10% off all parts through the month of March. That includes electric motors. They have a large variety of WEG and Balder motors in stock too, ready to go. Make sure you schedule a pivot inspection with Custer Electric and Irrigation soon. Every 4th inspection is free, and you get 10% off all parts used. The savings continue too, because in-season pivots that were inspected ahead of time get a 10% parts discount. They are proud to be the only business in the area that can take care of your electrical, ag, and irrigation needs with a single phone call or handshake. Simply put, they are excited to celebrate their 5-year anniversary right now, and they look forward to many years of serving you ahead. Call 872-7786, like them on Facebook, or visit custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
9:05, it's cold outside. It's windy outside. It's cloudy, too. 32 is the current temperature, barometer at 29.97, and the humidity has risen to 81%. Hi, Kirsten. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How are you guys today?
Great to see you from Ideal Realty here in Broken Bow, Nebraska. Things continue to, I guess, move forward and
Yes.
staying busy with the real estate business.
You bet. We're getting a couple more listings, so
Good.
you can always check those out on our website, goidealrealty.com. They're still going very quickly, though.
Yeah. That was going to be one of my questions, if the properties are moving as fast as maybe they have been, or if things have kind of toned down a little bit. I'm sure you guys never know. I mean, a lot of it, too, I'm sure depends on the property itself.
For sure. Yeah, a lot of it does depend on the property and where it's sitting, location, anything like that makes a difference. We're going to see a little bit of a slowdown from last year, but it's still going to be a quicker market than like 2018 and 2019, early 2019, I should say.
Yeah.
So
I had a question for you. How large is your area? I mean, you guys go way out beyond Custer County.
Yeah, we definitely do all of Custer County. Typically, we've gone out to Kearney a couple times and stuff like that, but we don't do that a whole lot. We like to stay in markets we know, because that's where we best represent our customers, is where we know. Outside of that, we do referrals too. So
yeah. How long have you been with Ideal now?
Ideal, I've been about 6.5, 7 years now.
Has it been that long?
Yes, I started as a freshman in high school. So I started with her then and worked mentoring behind her, with Mo mentoring me basically for that 4.5, 5 years. And I come back during college and worked too in the summers and breaks and whatnot. And I've had my license going on about 2 years here in April.
Yeah. Well, obviously you enjoy it.
Yes, I do enjoy it a lot. It's a fun career. I enjoy working with the clients and creating connections. It's really been a great 2 years, and I'm excited to keep going. I'm going to probably be getting my broker's license here in the next couple of months, so be on the lookout for that.
All right, fantastic. And I'm sure that being an agent like you are, I'm guessing you kind of get double the blessing sometimes because you get to see the enjoyment of the seller when they're able to sell the property and get what they want out of it.
Yeah, you bet.
But you probably experience some of the enjoyment of the person buying it too.
Yes.
So I would think that has to be nice to be able to kind of experience both of those.
Yes, I have done both selling and buying side, and it is fun. Sometimes it's a little sad because you have to wish your sellers farewell sometimes if they're going a ways.
Yeah.
But it is always nice to see them getting things done and getting to where they want to be.
Yeah.
Whether it's buying or selling side.
That's great. So what do you want to talk about here this morning?
I've got a couple listings, and then I've got some tips.
Wonderful. All right. You want to start with listings first?
Yes, you bet.
All right.
We've got 241 South H Street. This is a spacious 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house. It's over there on the south side of town. Quiet neighborhood, great little street there. It has lots of space. It's ready for you to move in. Custom built, beautiful kitchen with an island and a large family room. There has been some updates to the half bath. There's really lots of space in this one. Garage space, if you've got hobbies, garage space is definitely oversized. It's got a nice little patio out back that you can sit and drink your morning coffee or entertain out there. So check this one out. It's a spacious 4-bedroom, 3-bath, and that one's listed at $299.
Okay.
The second one I want to talk about, it just come on the market last week, and there's already been some interest. So if you're looking for some acreage, get in, give us a call, 870-3153. This is 21 acres, just about 10 miles from Broken Bow. It is off 2 miles of gravel, so 2 of the 10 being gravel. It does have some nice grass. It hasn't been grazed for about 5 years. And there is 4 acres on the southwest corner that is cross-fenced off and sectioned off. So it's 21 acres, 4 acres are sectioned off. But give us a call with that one. Most of it is 3-wire. So give me a call looking for some acreage. We've already got some interest, so get in there today if you're wanting to look at this property.
The interest, does that come, I'm sure a lot of it comes from your website.
Yes.
And people continuing to check that routinely.
Yes.
And then I'm sure word of mouth even kind of brings that interest.
Yes, we do. We also get a lot off Realtor and Zillow, and that is one point when you're looking to list. Realtor and Zillow are a great tool that a realtor can use because we do get a lot of traffic off those websites too because they are well-known national websites.
And I assume, you just listed some things for people, but still taking listings too.
Always, yes.
I'm assuming if people are interested in that.
Always, yes.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of buyers looking to buy at this time because interest rates are still low. They have gone up a little bit since last year, but they're still low. So buyers are wanting to take advantage of them still. So if you're looking to list, that's a great tool to use.
Good. All right. So your tips?
Yes.
What do you have for people?
So I have 3 tips to remember when you're listing this spring because there will be an influx of listings, I'm sure, as always. So I have 3 things to keep in mind.
Okay.
The first tip is my biggest tip. Look for the Realtor symbol. It is a big R, and it has a copyright symbol on it, and it'll say Realtor in little letters below the big R. So look for that big R. What this does is it ensures that you're working with a realtor and that they cooperate with all other agents, meaning that your home gets more exposure and more than one agent working to get your property sold, basically, which in turn can potentially bring you more money. More eyes on your property, obviously, the better. We're marketing your property, and when we market it, we want the most eyes on it. So if you've got more agents working to get your property sold, it means it's a lot better situation for you as a seller. And the second tip I've got is meet with more than one agent. Essentially interview them. You are getting a service when you list, which leads me to my third tip. is know what you're getting for your money. A common question when we meet with a seller is, what is your commission rate? And there should be a follow-up question to that. Whether it's, how are you going to be marketing it? Who will be marketing it? Where will my property be? Will you be doing a video? Will there be a virtual tour? Anything of this such. Ask questions and see what you're getting for your money, not just commission rate.
And when they work with Ideal Realty, you will provide that big R.
Yes,
that you're
we will
talking
provide
about, right?
that big R realtor. So we work with other realtors from Kearney, Ansley. We've got a couple from Gothenburg, a couple from North Platte that come over. And each of those people is representing another buyer and can get your property sold. So yeah, it's definitely a great tool to make sure and look for that R when you list a realtor.
I think maybe I've asked this question before, but you show properties and houses all the time. When someone comes into a house, and I know every person is different, they look at different things.
Yes.
But is there an area of the house that they kind of look at first? Is it the kitchen?
A lot of times it's either kitchens, bathrooms, sometimes master bedrooms, depending on what sort of life people live. But really, kitchens, yeah. A lot of kitchens.
Common areas.
Yep, common areas, yep.
Yeah. So if you're thinking of selling, obvious, and I know you've talked about this in the past.
Yes.
Look at things. Amazing what just a fresh coat of paint can do to the selling of a house, right?
Yes, a fresh coat of paint. I've seen a lot of people recently painting their cabinets, epoxying over their old linoleum countertops, stuff like that. It just spruces it up, makes it look clean and fresh, and goes with the trend sometimes, because a lot of those old oak cabinets have fallen out of trends. And even painting them white, it's a big deal to a lot of people.
And you just mentioned tips. I assume that if someone was wanting to sell their house, you guys can come in and give them some tips like that on how to kind of increase the value of things.
And that is part of our services.
Yeah.
When you list with us, that is definitely something we can sit down and go over what can make your property more appealing. Whether it's curb appeal or your kitchen, or maybe your bathroom is a little dated and could use a little sprucing up, or whether it's flooring and carpet and stuff like that. We can go over everything and kind of weigh out what is going to make a difference in the sale of your home.
Just the quick initial look of a property can make a big difference, can't it?
Yeah. Your first impression of a house can mean a lot. So curb appeal is a lot bigger than some people make it out to be. So yeah, we definitely go over those things, and it's part of our services too.
Yeah. All right. How's the best way for people to get in touch with you?
The best way to get in touch with me is my cell number, which is 308-870-3153. But to keep up with us, go to our website. That's goidealrealty.com, and make sure you are signed up on there. This ensures that you are getting emails when we get these listings and when they go pending and stuff like that. That way you keep up with everything on our website.
All right. Anything else that you want to share?
I think we covered a lot today.
Did we? Okay.
Yes.
Good enough. Tell Mo hi for us, by the way.
I sure will.
All right. Kirsten with Ideal Realty joining us on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Do you check your Google search results regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-401-6681. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681. 800-401-6681. Or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com.
the show, we were talking about something that Jeremy did recently. Our phone system has all these buttons on it, and of course, you can go to intercom and hit the button of a person. Well, it really wasn't up to date. Let's be honest. We still had past employees listed on the sheet, and you never really knew who you were contacting.
Which is saying something because we have, no turnover here.
Well, this particular group has been together for at least 4 or 5 years. Gavin
is the most recent hire, and he's been here almost more
right?
than 4 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, to say that is outdated is a little. I mean, it's a piece of paper on with buttons that shows you where our priorities are.
It
being
does
able
kinda,
to.
Yeah.
When got some things going on.
Yeah, when you still have Bob Bull's name on here, you're just like, what?
Bob doesn't even live in the same time zone. He hasn't for 7 years.
So anyway, Jeremy redid all of this. But now the question is are we sure that the names match up with the office phone?
I'm going to be so upset if they don't.
Okay.
Because I'm out of paper.
So we're going to check this out.
Okay.
All right. Now, this isn't really going to work too well for people who aren't at their desk. That's the bad thing.
I do know Shannon is not here today. So,
Shannon's not here today. Okay.
So we can hit basically any other number.
Yeah. Well, according to this, Krista now has just went to the phone, and I don't know if she's actually making a call or she's listening to us and she doesn't want to be bothered.
Well,
have to talk.
If she wants to, we've got 40 minutes, Kristen. So if you want to try to be on the phone for 40 minutes, good luck.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so well, I mean, hey, let's face, what better person to start with than Christy?
All right.
Right? Okay.
Let's see what she's up to on a Monday.
So we go to we have a problem. Now, in the past, there was a deal that said intercom. So
it's still the same button. I didn't put intercom on it, Brent.
Well,
give me a break.
I don't know what button to push
it's the
now.
bottom left button.
It's the left one?
Yes.
Oh, there. Okay. Thank you. All right. Make sure this is Christy.
Yep.
Hi, Christy. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Doing fantastic. We're just did you put these on all the phones, didn't you?
As many as I could.
Okay. Well, what we're doing is we're checking to see if the new little grid that Jeremy printed out for the phones, if it truly matches up with the name and the desk.
Okay.
All right. So I hit Christy, and you are Christy, so we know you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Ask Christy.
Now, am I going to have to run around to the other people's desks that aren't here? Because I'm the only one back here today.
Oh, are you now? Well,
ask her a question that only she would know the answer to. We have to verify it's Christy.
We have to verify it's Christy. Who's your favorite musical artist?
Oh, my gosh. What the heck? Yeah, that's real high security.
What did she say?
I'll go with Garth.
Oh, wow. Okay, you must be Christy then. All right. Christy, thank you. Yeah, you want to go over to Jeremy's desk?
Okay.
All right.
Goodbye.
Okay, we'll give you just a second. All right, there you go. All right, so you can make that a check mark.
Okay.
Christy
check
is
that
good.
off.
All right. How long does it take her to get from her desk to yours?
Oh, usually not long.
Okay.
She has been known to show up at my desk real quick.
I don't like to complain, but I really wish you would have put intercom.
Well, I'll just put some white out on it and ruin it like the other ones.
All right. Jeremy. There he is.
Jeremy's desk.
Okay. You're not Jeremy. All right. Okay, so this is Jeremy's desk, so we can mark him off.
Yep.
Okay.
Better ask a question that only Jeremy would know the answer to.
I'll let you ask that then.
I don't know what that would be. Oh, what national holiday is today?
It's Pie Day.
Yes.
And what's your favorite pie?
Coconut cream.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Coconut, huh?
All right. Well, thank you, Chris. You want to move over to Shannon's desk next?
Alrighty.
All right. Thank you. All right. All right.
I'm actually nervous. If one of these is wrong and I have to redo this, I'm going to be upset.
Well, listen, it's best to find that out now.
That's true.
So, okay. I assume she's at Shannon's desk. All right. Let's see. Oh.
Shannon's desk.
Oh, Shannon's desk. Okay, so Shannon is right. You can check that off.
All right.
All right.
Good.
Okay, so I guess you got to. Where do you want to go next? You want to go to Dave's desk, or does Dave allow people in his office when he's gone?
I don't know. I go in there.
Oh, okay. Are you comfortable with that, Christy?
Yeah,
going into Dave's office?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll ring up Dave's office next.
All right, come on.
Okay. All right. Boy, I tell you what,
she's loving this.
Yeah,
I can tell you.
And our
you can hear the excitement in her voice.
Yeah, and our listeners have to be going, boy, this is exciting entertainment. Hey. Okay, so we got to check Dave. All right, here we go.
This is Brent's desk.
Are you serious?
No, she is not. Yeah,
Oh.
no, she is not
Oh, she's
serious. There's
kidding.
no way.
Oh, man, I bought it.
Gavin made me do it.
Okay. That's funny.
Oh, I would have been upset with that.
Okay, so let's clarify. This is Dave's office?
Dave's.
Okay, all right, so Dave is good. All
Yeah.
right. And I guess there's just one other phone in the back, right? That'd be mine.
Yeah, and conference room works too, because I tried it from my desk, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So I could do the conference room.
Well, okay.
She's volunteering herself.
Yeah. You must not be very busy this morning. The boss is gone, so we don't have anything to do today.
That's right.
Okay, so where do you want to go next? You
I'll
want
go to Brent's.
Go to mine. Okay. All right. Talk to you in a second. All right. Okay. I think I gotta. Now, here's something interesting. I'm going to try this. I don't think you have to hit the intercom button. I think you just hit.
Well,
I think if you just hit.
If you don't hit the intercom button, then you have to pick up the receiver after you use the intercom in order
seriously?
to open the line back up.
Oh, okay. See, and I forgot. You need to go put the intercom down here. I've forgotten. But there it is. Okay. This is my desk.
Brent's desk.
Oh, good. Okay, so Brent, Jeremy, you're doing awfully well right now.
Good,
Just want
good.
You to know
I took a picture of every single one.
Everything is good. Everything is perfect so far. Okay, so Brent is a go. All right, so where do you want to go next? Are you just going to go to everybody's desk, or do you want me to contact other people?
I checked that one with my phone today.
Okay, well, if you've checked that one, then we're good there. I'll take your word for
Why
it.
didn't Jeremy update your phone, though?
I ran out of paper.
My phone's not.
That sucks.
The
Okay,
printer.
now-
the printer.
Now wait. Now wait just a minute. Okay, so I don't have one of these fancy new grids. Okay, so who all has one?
Well, everybody did till you.
What?
Why did you leave me out?
No, I didn't just leave you out. First of all, I did my own because it was outdated. Shannon's was really bad. She had really old names on there.
Yeah.
I knew that I wouldn't be able to hear the end of it if I didn't do Christie's, so I knocked those three down first. The studios were next priority.
Okay, I understand that.
And I knew that you were just such an easygoing guy that you'd be okay with. And I know that you don't like change, Brent, so I just left yours alone.
Good point.
Well, okay.
I ran out of paper,
Now
too.
here's-
The printer ate all the paper.
All right, now here's my question: Does Gavin have a new one of these?
His is different. He's got fancy rounded buttons. He's got a newer phone than all the rest of us.
Oh,
Yeah, so his was different.
so he has a grid or he doesn't?
He's got
He
one.
does?
Yeah.
How come he has one and I don't?
Because I ran out of paper. I told you.
Well, I think I would have been ahead of Gavin as far. I've got more
His is
seniority.
different. It's round buttons.
I'm older. What?
His is different. I had more paper with the rounded buttons than the square buttons.
Okay. All right. Well, at least I know where I rate. Okay. So where are you going next, Christy? Are you going? Are you still there?
We covered the back room. You could probably handle Gavin and
Okay.
Emily and Kristen.
I'll contact Gavin and Emily and Kristen while you make your way to the back room.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Will she make it
Boy,
in
just
time?
tell you
we have
what.
such a large office here. We might need to take a song break so she can walk all the
Yeah.
way across our building here. Our very large corporate office.
Listeners are going, boy, the excitement of this bit is riveting. All right, let's go to Gavin. All right. Let's see if Gavin works. Where's his name? There it is. Uh-oh.
Yes, sir. sir.
Oh, there he is. Gavin, is this your desk?
It is my desk.
Okay, all right. We're just checking the grid to make sure that Jeremy's got everything correct.
Yeah, well, and I tell you what, Jeremy has this really nice grid on my phone. So
No, I'm sure he does. Yeah, well, yeah. Nice to know who his favorites are. Thanks.
And when the show's over, Brent, you got to do this in every other room too, because every single phone is different. I had to type a whole new one of these for every single phone.
So we've got to check every phone
Yes.
to make sure. Well, maybe
But
we'll
we
just
won't
stay
do
on
that
till
on-
noon
Yeah,
and
we'll
do it live on the air.
Do that on the air? Yep. No.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Gavin. You bet. Okay. All right. And then Emily's here today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Hello. Whoop. Intercom. There we go. Emily. Uh-oh.
See, you hit it
we have a
without
problem.
hitting intercom.
No, I did hit intercom.
Well, the first time.
Oh.
Now you got to start over.
No. Uh-oh. We have a faulty phone. I'm hitting Emily. I'm hitting...
Is her...
Emily. It's the phone. Oh, this is terrible. We won't be able to get a hold of Emily
Maybe
from
her
the
maybe
FM
her
studio.
extension isn't set up. I think her extension isn't set up.
Oh, you think that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, sorry, Emily.
Yep, can't talk to her.
I bet she can't talk to her, but I bet she has a new grid on her phone, doesn't she?
No.
Oh, she doesn't?
No.
Oh, okay. So what are we Oh, Chris, we haven't done Kristen yet. It's always important to be able to contact, It's always important to be able to contact the person at the front desk.
Yes.
So she's probably the most important one. Let's make sure it goes to...
Hello?
Is this Kristen?
Yes.
Is this the front desk?
Absolutely.
Okay. Hey, did you make a fresh pot of coffee?
I did.
Oh, bless your heart. Okay, thanks. All right, so mark Kristen down. She's good.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Kristen. All right, bye. All right, so we only have one left, right? The back room.
But you can't do the back room.
Well, I can't do the back room.
Emily's in there.
Oh, she's recording in there.
Oh.
We can't.
Who cares?
We can't interrupt work. Someone's actually doing work this morning.
Who cares? It's important. We got to know that the phone rings correctly. All right, I won't bother in the back room. We're gonna have to check her phone though, because I couldn't ring up her desk.
I don't know how to fix that.
Yeah,
that is above my pay grade.
We'll have to look into that. All right. Well done.
Yeah, now
Good
that
job. We know that
hopefully some people are still with us.
They're connected correctly. All right. We do have some business to do yet. Lexington Area Chamber of Commerce. It's on the list. What's going on?
They've got the Platte River Beer, Wine, and Spirits Migration Fest coming up. They'd love for you to join them. This is presented by the Lexington Area Chamber of Commerce. This is Saturday, March 26th from noon until 5 o'clock at Max Creek Winery and Brewery in Lexington. There will be lots of different participating breweries, wineries, and spirit makers, including Max Creek Winery and Brewery of Lexington, Canyon Lakes Brewing Company of Johnson Lake, Kincaid Brewing and Sideshow Spirits of Broken Bow, and Upper Room Brewery of Kearney. Sam Q Barbecue and Madeline's Cafe and Bakery will have food and desserts available for purchase during the event, and there will be live music from Formerly 3 throughout the day. Tickets are $20 and can be purchased on Eventbrite, the Chamber of Commerce Facebook page, and at the door. Event sponsors include Lexington Regional Health Center, Platte Valley Auto, Lexington Tourism, and Heartland Chevrolet Buick. Again, this is March 26th, so not this upcoming weekend, but the following Saturday at Max Creek Winery and Brewery, the Migration Fest going on, brought to you by the Lexington Area Chamber of Commerce. Sounds really fun.
Yeah, it does. Let's just stay in Dawson County, shall we?
Okay.
Let's go to Cozad, Rustic and Red. Is it the third Thursday already?
It is, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, falls that way. And the third Thursday means that Rustic and Red is having their sip-in shop, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. You'll find great sales throughout their beautiful store all day long. They'll have margaritas. They're going to be green margaritas. And it says here, don't judge them for having margaritas on St. Patrick's Day. Chips and guacamole, also green, obviously, and green chili salsa. You guessed it, that's green as well. And
Lucky Charms snack mix to munch on while you're shopping. Expect sales that will make a leprechaun forget all about that pot of gold. The sipping starts at 4 with specials running all day long. Join them Thursday, March 17th for their March Sip and Shop at Rustic and Red in downtown Cozad. It'll be a lot of fun. Spring items have arrived. They have an abundance of Easter basket items for the little bunnies or beautiful decorations to make your home feel like spring. Rustic and Red in Cozad would love to see you this Thursday for their St. Patrick's Day Sip and Shop. Lots of great treats and drinks.
All right. I think we were talking off the air. I think both of us went for a walk yesterday because it was so beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Spring is in the air, and as we think about spring and everything, Sun Valley Landscaping, how can you not think about them as we start to kind of maybe transition seasons here a little bit, and they have some things coming up.
Well, it goes without saying that a greenhouse is excited about spring weather, and they'd love to see you for some upcoming classes they have. Succulents, those are kind of the new exciting thing, and they have succulent classes, one coming up this Sunday, the 20th, from 3 until 5, and on Monday, the 21st, from 7 until 9 o'clock. This will include everything you need to put your succulents together. There is limited space, so make sure you reserve your spot by calling or texting 325-7070, or you can message them on Facebook. And on April 10th and the 11th, it's all about hanging baskets, so stay tuned for more information on those classes. Sun Valley Landscaping in Ansley hopes to see you for their succulent classes the 20th from 3 to 5 and Monday the 21st from 7 until 9. Their opening day for this planting season, by the way, will be April 15th, which is just a little over a month away. They can't wait to see everyone.
All right. Sounds good. I think one last thing on our list, and that is to remind you from Universal Insurance Agency that this is a good time, especially farmers, before you get into that planting season, to maybe do a review of your insurance.
The busy time is about to start up for farmers and ranchers, so get with Universal Insurance, ask them about your coverage, and they can take a look and make sure that you're properly insured on all of your equipment and can make sure that your building values are at the appropriate levels before you get busy with planting season and beyond. Call Universal Insurance in Broken Bow at 872-6438 or stop into their office, which is right off Highway 2. Universal Insurance Agency is a division of GTA Insurance Group. They have lots of different offerings to find you the best coverage possible.
All right. Did we get everything?
Believe so.
Cover everything? All right, good. Appreciate all of our guests coming in this morning. Always enjoy visiting with people around our area, and we will look to do that again tomorrow. Jeremy, thanks for helping out this morning.
Yes,
appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, thanks for listening, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.